Hello, representing Britain, Tough Monkey. Enjoy the show.
Welcome everyone to Street Kart Racing, this the Winter Cup A Final Part 1. My name's Chris McCarthy, here to call you through all the action. Let's go and meet the drivers, shall we? Robert Pagurko, the world number 3, will be the first of the competitors. Also out there, Tough Monkey, Craig Laws from the UK, the world number 2. Definitely one to watch in this first couple of rounds, as is Lawrence Beerton, 2-times world champion and the current world number 1. Elegance Seto, world number 10, could be a dark horse, the Belgium, as could Francesco 23 as we move forward in the competition. We're going to begin in the UK at PF International. That's where we will begin the Winter Cup with rounds 1 and 2. Right, we are underway and racing for the first round. We go straight on board with Craig Laws as we make our way under the Litchfield Bridge for the first time. A brilliant start here on home soil for Craig Laws. 4 laps as we make our way over the Litchfield Bridge for the first time. Downhill we go now to the first of 2 hairpins. We jump on board with our world champion Lawrence Beerton as he hits the brakes in towards the first hairpin. Is Lawrence just taking a little bit of a backseat here in the early stages just to see how this one pans out? It is a long race in street kart terms. 4 laps ahead, make that 3.5 now. Robert Pagurko just going a little bit wide through the chicane as they go through Bobby Gain corner now into the Mike Wilson complex we go. All 4 of them very close together. You can see why these are 4 drivers all within the top 10 in the championship. The top 4 have escaped slightly here as we make our way under the Litchfield Bridge for the second time here. Craig Laws doing a good job there out front. It's Elegance Seto who is right with him as they come off the bridge for the second time. Now down towards the hairpin. We jump on board with Craig Laws who's trying to line up the Belgium in towards the hairpin, but Elegance Seto doing a great job to hold on there. David Walligora doing a really good job so far, but that is the lead taken from Craig Laws as he gets a good run through the chicane, and Craig Laws now has the lead in the opening round as we are halfway through the second lap. Brilliant driving here from Craig Laws, who we heard from at the start of the broadcast, out the final corner, down the start finish straight, head down now for Craig Laws. Let's jump on board with Lawrence Beerton, who sits now in 3rd place so far, doing a good job here. Robert Pagurko doing a good job. I think that might have been him in 3rd place as we come off the Litchfield Bridge once more. In fact, it is Lawrence Beerton. Pagurko is back in 4th place. We go back on board with David Walligora. You can see Craig Laws just ahead. Lawrence Beerton now starting to make his way into this battle. These two got to be careful with each other. They've got to take their focus off each other and be aware of Beerton, who is just behind them. Into Bobby Game. There you can see 3rd in queue. That is the 2-times world champion and the current world number 1 who's gone through to 2nd place. Bit of an incident there, a bit of a touch on the wall, and Lawrence Beerton has taken the race lead. I think that might have been Craig Laws who might have tapped the wall, because Lawrence Beerton has now gone through into the lead of the race as we go on to the last lap. Big jump on the curb there for Walligora, and that's going to bring Robert Pagurko into play and into 3rd place potentially as they come off the Litchfield Bridge. Pagurko trying to go through into 3rd place, and he has done. Pagurko up into 3rd. Craig Laws ahead of us. Tough Monkey there, unable to keep on touch with Lawrence Beerton, who is now escaping out front. We ride on board with 3rd place there, Elegance Seto, who's tried to snatch back 2nd place there from Craig Laws, but he's tapped the barrier, and it looks like for now Craig Laws is going to hold on to 2nd. But what a last lap this has been from Lawrence Beerton. This is why he is world number 1. This is why he is the 2-time world champion. He comes across the line to take the race win. And Lawrence Beerton gets his Winter Cup off to a perfect start with the first race win there. Lawrence Beerton takes the win. 3 minutes and 36 seconds there in total. And Lawrence Beerton confirmed as race winner ahead of Craig Laws. Robert Pigurko snatched third at the end there. Doing a brilliant job ahead of David Walligora. There you can see, unfortunately, a DNS for Francesco. Hopefully we see from him a little bit later. So 10 points going to Beerton. We're going to go straight into round 2. 8 to second, 7 to third place, 6 points going to fourth place. So a chance to fight back as we go into round 2. Let's ride on board with Lawrence Beerton as we are go here at PF International. Francesco is with us in this second round. Good to see him there. Let's see what he can do. He's got absolutely nothing to lose in this race as we come up onto the Litchfield Bridge for the first of 4 times. It's going to be another 4-lap up as they come down towards the first hairpin. All 4 of them line abreast now. Into the first hairpin we go. There goes David Walligora. He was an early leader in the first round and he's doing the same in this second round so far. Club 100 racer Craig Laws there in second place. Robert Pigurko trying to take the lead. Look at all 3 of them right together here, all as one as they go into the Mike Wilson complex. We're on board with Lawrence Beerton, winner from the first round. Absolutely brilliant stuff here from Street Kart Racing. Oh, big slide there from Lawrence Beerton. Did a really good job to catch that one as we go under the Litchfield Bridge. On board we go with Rob Pigurko as he makes his way round this left-hander, one of the toughest parts of the circuits. Get back across the left, open up the right, don't hit those tyre barriers on the left-hand side. And now you've got to get your braking dead right as you go downhill and into the first hairpin. Elegant Seto we ride on board with. There you can see in the bottom right hand side of the screen, that's David Walligora. You can see the live picture view of him. We watch him playing on as he makes his way through into Bobby Game Corner, looking calm and composed. You wouldn't think that given the situation he finds himself in on the circuit, as we're going to bring ourselves now to half race distance. 2 laps down, 2 to go as they come across the line. Pigurko, Beerton, Walligora, and behind that Lords and Francesco in that order as they come under the bridge once more. Rob Pigurko doing a good job out front, having a much better run. Oh, big curve there from Elegant Seto, who we're on board with, and he's going to lose a huge amount of time. That's a big curve, particularly when you go and see it in person. I've clipped that once myself, and it really does unsettle the car. And Elegant Seto now, David Walligora with a lot of work to do. Let's go check in with our leaders then. Lawrence Beerton here, fighting away with Rob Pigurko, who didn't get that turn in right going into Bobby Game Corner. That's going to open the door up here for Lawrence Beerton. Around the final 2 corners we go, through the final corner. Bit of a better run there for Beerton. Not a better exit though. Rob Pigurko did really good. Head to head here between Pigurko and Beerton. Under the bridge we go. Beerton gets a good run. Can he be beaten in this second round? Pigurko certainly hopes so as they come over the bridge for the last time, and Beerton gets a great run. We jump on board with Pigurko, who's taken the lead back from him. Hard on the brakes into hairpin 1. Pigurko picks up the apex. Beerton didn't. Beerton, now his lead has diminished once more, but a better run through the second hairpin from the world champion into the chicane. Can he hold on? Oh no, clip the curve there from Pigurko, and that is game over. It's going to be another win surely here for Lawrence Beerton. It's now his race to lose as he makes his way through the final 2 corners. Lawrence Beerton can take it nice and easy, and 2 out of 2. Lawrence Beerton goes unbeaten at PF International as he wins in the Winter Cup. That's all from part 1. Make sure you join us for part 2. Welcome back to Street Kart Racing with me, Chris McCarthy. This is the Winter Cup, this is the A final, and this is part 2. For those of you who weren't with us for part 1 at PF International, Lawrence Bearton leads after the first 2 rounds after winning both races at PF International. We now go into rounds 3 and 4 and we head to Adria Raceway at Italy. Let's get in to round 3. We start on board then with Elegant Seto from the second row as we make our way off and racing here at Adria Raceway. As always, it's going to be a 4-lap race on home soil. Up ahead, you can see Francesco going into an early lead there, already challenging the likes of Craig Laws, the British driver there, as they make their way now down towards the left-hand hairpin. Taking a wide line here is David Wallegora, who we ride on board with, the 2 times world champion Lawrence Bearton, an unbeaten driver so far in this Winter Cup, just ahead of us, but he did take his time in the early stages during both rounds at PF International, so watch out for him as the race goes on, as we come up to the tricky end to this lap now down the start finish straight here at Adria Raceway. It's Pagurko and Laws who are going head to head out front, just like they did in the first round at PF International. Through turn number 2 we go, a bit of curb there for Pagurko, that caused the cut to slide slightly, and that's put Laws back into the race lead. Into the hairpin we go now, we go back on board with Pagurko. They can see Laws, also known as Tough Monkey, leading the way. Pagurko had a good second round, and that's put him on 15 points overall. He is one of the closest drivers to Lawrence Bearton when it comes into points, so a win would do him a really good job here. 10 points you get for a win, and he's got a good run coming out the final corner potentially here, as we are 2 down, 2 to go. Across the line once more, Pagurko briefly into the race lead here, and Pagurko is our new race leader as we make our way in towards turn number 2 here on the 3rd lap. We go on board with Lawrence Bearton. Pagurko leading the way from Craig Laws, but Laws is going to try and get back down the inside, can't quite do it. Bearton running a little bit wide, the 2 of them out there neck and neck, nothing to choose between them as they go into the right hand hairpin, now back into the left, but Bearton starting to get a little bit closer now, and Bearton for the first time in this race goes into second, make that the race lead. Lawrence Bearton is going to lead as we come onto the start finish straight. Yes, he will, as we go on to the last lap, just like he did last time. Lawrence Bearton is going to lead. Oh no, what's happened to Craig Laws? Almost a big off there. How on earth did he save that? Bearton leads from Pagurko. We're on board with David Wallegora. Laws, after one of the saves of the tournament so far, running in 3rd place. But Bearton, the absolute master of last laps, is now pulling away out from Pagurko, who sits 2nd in the standings. Wallegora doing a really good job here in 3rd place. Laws will be a little bit disappointed to be walking home with nothing higher than 4th, but out front it was 2 out of 2 at PF, and now Lawrence Bearton is going to take the first win here at Adria Raceway. Brilliant driving from our 2 times world champion. Lawrence Bearton is undefeated so far in the Winter Cup. Fantastic racing we have had so far, and that brings us to the halfway stage. 3 rounds done out of the 6 in the Winter Cup so far, and there is confirmation of your result. Lawrence Bearton now leading on 30 points from 23 from Pagurko, and then we are 20 for Laws, Wallegora and Francesco. That's all. 3 rounds done, 3 to go. We will be back for the remainder of the series. We will see you very soon here on Street Kart Racing.